real, not too fucking much on me, okay? Really keep it cute. Keep it real cute, okay? Okay. Hi. We are back. We're back. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another diary entry of the Lover Girl Diaries. So as you can see, we come with some activities here. Today we're gonna be painting. And we're gonna be talking about hobbies, interests, passions, and the lack thereof in our lives. So, without further ado, let's just get into it, okay? So, I really wanted to talk about hobbies, and I really wanted to talk about hobbies for a very specific reason. And before you come for me, my artists out there, I am using the portable brushes, and I'm not putting water in them because, or maybe I should. Yeah, let's put water in them. I've been talking on. I think I'm gonna do something and then I do the complete opposite. Oh, wrong way, Jimmy. I wasn't gonna put water in them because I just was like, I don't really want to. Okay, girl. Are you gonna come off or no? You coming off or no? Alright. I'm not fighting with her. Okay? So we're not gonna use that. But we're using simple, very, very simple watercolor paints today. And we're painting today because of course we're talking about hobbies, and right now painting is one of my hobbies. And honestly, I feel like I talked about it a little bit in my last episode about as far as not knowing who you are or not knowing who I am, figuring out what that means for me. And then I realized, bitch, I don't have any hobbies. Or I do have hobbies and I just don't partake in them. And that's for many reasons, but mainly because I am always working and I feel like I never really have time to do them. So even though I like things like painting and I enjoy reading and I enjoy, things like that, I don't really find myself really doing them. And when I really had to sit back and ask myself okay, why? What is it that's keeping me from doing the things that I really enjoy doing? And question, what do I even enjoy doing, So I feel like I don't really know that, but I feel like I should. I feel like I should know that. So I picked up watercolor paint a few weeks ago, and it's been really, really therapeutic for me to get out of work or on my days off and just paint, And I feel like even though in my head I feel like I'm very creative and very artsy and all that good stuff, which I don't really even know, So it's I'm creative in here, but not out here. And that was my issue. And I was realizing that I had all these things that I felt I could be good at, or that I felt that I enjoyed doing and I wasn't doing. And I feel like I don't really see a lot of like hobbies these days. Like, I feel like a lot of people are doing what they have to do, or they are doing what they want to do. And when I say want, I don't mean it, because I feel like what you want to do and what you like to do could be one and the same, but that's not how I'm meaning it. I'm meaning it as far as like for example, like what you need to do. You need to go to work, you need to pay bills, you know, you need to, you know, talk to those people that are close in your life to keep those relationships intact and, you know, keep them relevant in your life. Things that you want to do. Like, what do you want to do on your days off? You want to just sleep, or you want to eat out, or you want to go to the club. I wish I had a life like that. But nobody really does the things that they want to do, or I mean that they like to do. So it's like, even though I can say like what I want to do when I have time is to, you know, relax, watch one of my documentaries that I like to watch, true crime, all that good stuff. That's what I want to do because I feel like that's what I have time for. You know what I'm saying? Or to go have fun with my friends because I haven't seen them in a long time. I don't really have friends that are near me, at least. So, but as far as like what I like to do, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Like, what do I like to do? I really don't know. So that's why I picked up the watercolor, because I feel like I'm very creative in my head, and I feel like I have like a way that I want things to look, and I feel like there's many things that I feel like I could be good at, and I just don't know. And that's what we're talking about today. And I feel like I want to see more of that. Now, don't get me wrong, bitch, I just got here. I just started doing this, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still a person, and I'm very observant, and I've just observed that I just don't see a lot of people engaging in likes, what things that they do that don't make them money, things that they do that don't involve other people, things that they do that they do purely because they're interested in it, and it makes them calm, it makes them happy, you know what I'm saying? It centers them, it grounds them, and I feel like I don't really have one. Why can't I find time to do the things that I used to do, that I did purely out of the fact that they brought me peace, you know? And I mean, like, yeah, you know, you watching your TV shows can bring you peace and stuff like that, but I don't know, I feel like a hobby is also, it's that, but it also is productive. You know what I'm saying? It's productive in many ways, whether it's in the physical realm, like painting or hiking or playing an instrument or something like that. It bleeds over into the real world. I feel like every 2 days, or no, every 2 weeks, I am, you know, diving deep into a topic or to something that I think would be cool and fun, and I'm learning all about it. I'm learning the insides, I'm learning like what it is, I'm learning how to do it, I'm learning how to perfect it, but I'm doing that all in here. I'm not doing any of that out here. So I feel like my issue is that I'm creative mentally and internally, but not so much externally. And when people ask me, or when I think about, you know, who I am, and I don't know, if somebody were to just come up to me right now and ask me to introduce myself and what I like to do, you know, who am I in a sense? Bitch, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I can tell you my first and last name. I can tell you what I do for a living. I can tell you the things that I want to do. I can tell you the things that I like, but I can't tell you who I am and what I do outside of my name and my job. And I think that's a problem. We got a little fan here because it can take a little minute for watercolor to dry. We don't have that time. So, that's really like the premise of this video, and I just feel like there's so many things that I feel like I want to do and I feel like I could be good at, even things that I do want to eventually make me like some type of revenue or income. um, so I want to try to teach myself how to play an instrument. When I was growing up, well, I went to like an elementary school that was like a performing arts elementary school, so we had to learn how to dance, all types of dances, like jazz, tap, all of that good stuff. We had to learn that. Everybody had to play an instrument, everybody had to sing. So it was very, very active like that. And um, I started taking piano classes when I was in like, what, fifth grade, I think. And I went for a few times and then I stopped. And every single day, I think about that shit. Like, why would you do that? Why would you stop? You know? But I did. And I beat myself up about that a lot. Like, bitch, I could have been a protege. Okay? Like, what's your name? Mozart, Bach? Bitch, they probably wouldn't have had nothing on me if I would have kept going. But I didn't. So I think about that a lot. But at the same time, it's kind of like, I'm still young. I can still do that, you know? And like playing the piano, I really want to teach myself how to play a guitar. I think a guitar is so romantic, and it's just like such a good like conversation starter. It's just so, I don't know, I love the sound and the aesthetic of just a wooden acoustic guitar, and I'm obsessed with it. So I'm gonna teach myself how to do that, and really that's just that, you know. Also, I really want to teach myself how to write a song, because I feel like, okay, I write poetry. I love to write poetry. Like, I feel like I'm always saying that, but my true goal, my true goal in life is to be one of them. Really, I really want to be a jack of all trades. I really want to do a little bit of everything. Oh, the sunset is so pretty right now. I really want to be a jack of all trades. I really want to do, you know, a little bit of every fucking thing. But I really, 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 really want to write a song. I really, really, really do. And I want to like work with like artists on songwriting, like okay, dream artists to work with: SZA, of course, Summer Walker, and Kalani. And even Victoria Monet has kind of like gotten high up on my list recently. So yeah, like these are like things that I want to do. And guess what, bitch, I don't know how to fucking write a song. I got all these dreams and aspirations that I just don't know how to do. You know what I'm saying? I want to be an artist too. I feel like I'm very artistic. I used to be when I was growing up. I used to be very, very artistic and in art clubs and stuff, and I just stopped doing it. Why? I don't fucking know. Do we ever know, you know, why we stop doing something? We don't. I don't know. I really hate that for us as a collective. I really do. And I really want people to like start finding out what they like to do again. Not what you have to do, like work, or not what you want to do, like, you know, going to the club, or, and even, you know, some people, a lot of people don't even have the luxury to be able to just do the things that they, you know, want to do, or that they like to do. So I can't even sit here and, you know, say, you know, that everybody's doing that, because bitch, not everybody can, and that's okay. And I feel like, but for those of us who do have the time, energy, and resources to, you know, do the things that we want to do, or to those of us who don't know what we like to do, I think it's time for us to find out. What do you like to do? What are your hobbies? What are your interests? What are things that you see people partaking in, and you're just like, wow, like I wish I could do that, you know? And why aren't you doing it? And I'm not even talking about like I know some people don't have that type of a luxury to do that. I'm not talking to people like that. I'm talking about to those of us who can. And I know some of us are tired. We work long hours and we're tired. But I feel like it would be like so crazy to me for me to ever like leave this earth with this like the thought of just like, what the fuck if you know, what if I did this, what if I did that, who knows, you know, nobody really knows what they're good at if they don't do it. So that's really all I wanted to share in this video, is the fact that still, you know, learning who I am, learning what I like, learning what I'm good at. I'm painting these roses. Do they look like roses? They really don't, but guess what? It's abstract, okay? So I just feel like when I'm getting out of work and I'm just like clocking out and I'm just like going straight to like bed or cooking and like laying down, my day's over, I'm like, damn, like the hell did I do today? Speaking of work, fucking hate my job. I do. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I feel like once a job like really like fucks with you and like it gives you anxiety, bitch, like that's how you know like, okay, maybe it's time to get the fuck out of here. I feel like I'm financially dependent on the job, but you know, some people could just be like my little brother, he's quick to be like, he don't like a job, bitch, he's gone. He's gone before the shift ends. Do you hear me? He do not give a fuck about that motherfucking job. Fuck that job, okay? And I don't know, I'm so envious of that mindset. I'm so envious of that mindset. Like, I think I mentioned this in my last video of like just feeling that like there was so much life around me and happening around me, but there wasn't much life in me, or so I thought, or I was suppressing it. And I feel like I'm starting to live the life that I have in my head internally, out here externally. And I remember I wrote a poem about that. I wrote a poem about that this past summer, where I was like deep in my like depression, and I just remember just the sun was setting. It was like July. I haven't gone anywhere all summer. I just sat in my house, and I remember writing a poem about all the life that I was witnessing happen around me, or even on social media with like my friends. Like I'm still off social media, like Instagram, stuff like that. I'll get on there every once in a while. My friends, you know, happen to send me something, I might take a look, but for the most part, I feel like, I don't know, it kind of got a little bit triggering for me to, you know, see people around me doing things that I wanted to do, but I wasn't allowing myself to do. And so I was like, let me remove myself from that until I'm in a better place. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not so much that like I wasn't like jealous per se, and there's nothing wrong with being jealous. You know what I'm saying? Don't be envious. You never want to wish for things that other people have. So it wasn't so much that I was wishing for these things that other people had, so much in the fact that I was just like, damn, oh, this is a little it just triggered me. It triggered me a little bit. I'm not gonna fucking lie. To see you know, people that I knew and loved, like, oh, having a good time, enjoying themselves, and I just would always wonder, like, why, what's wrong with me that I can't allow myself to do that, you know? What's wrong with me to where I'm not doing that, where I can't have that type of joy? And it's like, again, you never know what people are going through, um, you know, internally. So you never really want to have that sentiment. And I had that sentiment, and I was like, that's when I realized, like, let me just take a step back here. Let me analyze my life. Let me analyze exactly how I'm feeling. And for me, that's still something that I struggle with, as far as allowing myself to, you know, have feelings and process these feelings. And it takes me a long time. I'm not gonna lie. It takes me a really long time to process emotions. So, and in this case, but it took me a whole summer. It took me a whole fucking summer to process my emotions, about how I was doing in life. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. You know why that's okay? Because I feel like everybody, like I said before, everybody moves on their own time. But yeah, you want to see where we're at right now? Bitch, I just feel like, let's keep it real. Not too fucking much on me, okay? Really? Keep it cute. Keep it real cute, okay? Listen, I'm not a watercolor person, okay? But we get here. We're gonna make this into something. And honestly, I feel like you could put this in the Louvre? The Louvre? Listen, I'm not French. You know what I'm talking about. The museum in France, bitch. You can put this in a Louvre and they can buy it. They're gonna buy it for millions. You know? Because I feel like one thing about rich people, they love simple things. You know? They don't like to think too much. They don't like to really think too deep into shit. You know? Somebody would buy it. 17.6 M. Easy. You know what I'm saying? So really not too much on me. But we're gonna come back to this. We're gonna keep coming back to this until it's something that I like. But yes, that's really all I wanted to say in this diary entry, and I hope that I have you know, piqued your interest to find out or to think about if you have hobbies, and if you don't, find them. Even if you work long hours like me, even if you're tired at the end of your day, find a hobby. You gotta find a hobby. You don't want to be like Squidward in that one episode of SpongeBob where he's just work, grocery store, biking, home, work, grocery store, biking, home, piano. I mean the clarinet lessons. You don't want to do that. You don't want to keep doing the things that you have to do and the things that you want to do, and not doing the things that you actually like to do. So, yeah. Bitch, what do you like to do? What do you like to do? If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to episode 3 of this Lover Girl diary entry series. And you know what? Lover girls paint, right? They do. Very artistic, very creative, very expressive. And I'm all of those things in here and in here. Time to bring that out here. Yeah. But I will see you in the next diary entry. And I will leave you with the poem that I wrote this summer. I read it a lot. It still kind of hits home for me a little bit. So enjoy it. Enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, I came back very, very quickly. I came back very, very quickly just to say one very, very, very quick thing. I think I mentioned in the first entry, I was reading this book called the Book of Disquiet by Fernando Pessoa. Highly, highly, highly recommend. For people who like a book that has quite literally no plot at all. The plot is confusion. So if that's something that sounds like, if it sounds like something that you would like, I definitely would recommend. Even if it doesn't sound like something you would like, I guarantee you're gonna like this book. It really, really, really makes you think. And it's because it's translated, so it's not gonna be perfect English. If you are a native English speaker, it's not going to be translated into perfect English, but it's not meant to. So it really makes you think, and I think it really has some really great valuable lessons, and it really just kind of opens up your mind to things that you probably didn't know you were going through, or that you did know you were going through. And I find myself a lot when I'm reading this book stopping and I'm like, wait, that's me. I feel the same way. And it's coming from just like a mental health perspective, or just a life perspective in general. I think that it's a really, really, really good book. It really gets you thinking, and it's a book that you can quite literally jump in anywhere in the book, and you're gonna be able to just keep reading from wherever you open the book, because there is no plot, because there is nothing that you're following. You literally can open the book up to any page and read, and I really like that. So yeah, I just came back very quickly to tell you about the Book of Disquiet. I'm still reading it. I really enjoy it, and yeah, I think you should get it. It's on Amazon. I think I got it for like 20 something, 22, 24. And it's pretty thick. She's a thick girl, okay? But I feel like you can see I made like a pretty good dent in here already. You might not think so, but that's a lot to me. And we're still using the Hyunjin PC. Maybe we'll change it up. Maybe we'll get a new Hyunjin PC in here. But yeah, that's really all. Okay, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. I love you. Smooches. Crescent moon. There is so much life out there, and I am not living any of it, is what hits me as I stare out my window, gazing up at the sky, tiny slice of the moon looking back at me, as if to ask, what are you waiting for? There is so much life out here, and you are not living any of it. Like a wave, it hits me. The grief of a life I will never know. The loss of a lover I'll never actually get to hold. The water of an ocean I'll never feel between my hands and my toes. All of these only happening in the confines of my head, in my daydreams, where I feel safe and where I can control the scene. My own delusional piece of reality. Crescent moon, what I would give to be you. So high, pretty and bright, illuminating softly everything beneath you. Staring back at me, and I'm in awe. My eyes swell with the somber tears. My heart aches for those seemingly lost years, and reality is settling in its chambers, making it heavy. Heavy as I force my yearning soul to accept every last bit of the fact that there is so much life out there, and I am not living any of it.